So today's Finance Friday tip is all about money organization, and there's one little trick I'm going to show you that revolutionized my own finances, and I'm sure once you figure out how to make it work for you, you'll be jumping for joy just like I do. So to kind of give you a heads up on how my checking accounts work, I have all of my bills on auto pay, and when I say all of my bills, I mean my mortgage, credit cards, student loans were on there, things like Costco and Amazon Prime and things like that, Netflix, so on and so forth. Every single thing is automatically paid. I don't think about it. I don't check it. It's just paid and life moves on. And I know there's this weird mental, psychological battle you have to have of, well, I want to be in control of my money and I don't want people just to take it from me. But there was a time when I asked myself, I would say it was probably about 3 years ago, I sat down and stared at my accounts and stared at my budget and asked myself, will there ever be a month when I do not intend to pay my mortgage payment that month? If there's going to be that month, then all right, I should not have auto pay. But if I'm going to ever not make that payment, I've got bigger issues. I'm always going to make it, so they should just go ahead and take their money, and it's just one less thing for me to worry about because, you know, we already have enough in life to worry about. So what I did, because if you have like your checking account where your direct deposit comes into, and when you go to the grocery store, you spend money out of there and your bills are coming and going and you don't know what day things are going to pull because maybe your payment's due on the 1st and you paid on the 1st, but it actually doesn't come out until the 6th and you've already forgotten about it. It gets messy. So what I did, I'll actually show you this graphic and I will post it up on my Facebook also so you can check it out there. Let me see if I can flip this camera real quick. Okay, I can't, so I'm just gonna do it this way. Watch this. So this is my laptop, and this, hopefully it's not reading backwards, I think it is. How it works is you have your money, direct deposit that you earn, goes into a bill account. An account that is just, that's where your bills come out of, that's where your mortgage and your car payments, your student loans, credit cards, everything come out of there. From that point, it'll automatically transfer some to an account that you use for only spending, and then it goes to your savings account. Savings account is not just emergency fund, it's also things such as money you're putting aside because you know every single year Amazon Prime is going to hit you up for that $100, or car registration. You know, if you live where I live in Knox County, Tennessee, it's $65 a year. And although there's a big sticker on the back of your car that you drive every single day that tells you when you're going to have to renew it, you just never think about it until it's time. Those are the kind of things you save for. So how I structure mine specifically is I have my two checking accounts. I have my joint account and I have my bills account is what I call them. So my paychecks, mine and my husband's paychecks, go into our joint account every single pay period. Automatically set up, you can have your institution do it or you can log on and have it set up that way, but automatically a set amount comes out of the joint account and goes into the bill account every single week, regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of how I'm thinking about it. That dollar amount is essentially all of my bills, every single one of them, and all of my savings goals, every single one of them, divided by how many paychecks I have. So I won't get into the specifics because me and him are not paid on the exact same schedule anymore, but let's say that you get paid bi-weekly. So that means you get essentially 2 paychecks a month, most months. There's a couple where you get 3, but majority of the year it's 2. You will take all of your bills and add all of them up top to bottom, and then you'll divide it by 2. And that number is how much you need to transfer into that other account per month. That works so well because regardless of how much you earn, your bills will get paid. Anything extra will be laying in your other account for you to use as you want, but it kind of automates everything because your bills are getting funded, your savings accounts are getting funded, and once your money gets to that bill account where you know it's gonna sit there to be used, you can allocate, like I have mine goes in there and then it's allocated so much of it will go towards like my dog's expenses and her savings account. And so much will go towards that account I told you about where like my car registration and my Costco membership and stuff are paid for per year. And then so much goes towards vacations and so much goes towards Christmas. And then the big lump sum that's left over is what's left over for my bills to be paid. And then you have your spending account, which I consider my joint account because me and him are joint on it. My spending account, where that's the card that I swipe when I go to buy gas, when I go to the grocery store, when I'm going out to eat, when I'm going out with friends. That money in there is the money that I spend, and when it's gone, it's gone. But my bills are always taken care of. They're paid automatically, they come, they go, it's a simple cycle, and once you kind of get that groove going, you won't even realize that you're getting paid anymore because you know it's gonna be done. It's always just going to be done. And that was one of those financial victories of mine that I wasn't expecting. I did that to make it easier because I was thinking, there's enough stuff in life we have to worry about. I don't want to sit here and micromanage every single dollar that comes and goes out of my house. But the first month that I opened my eyes and realized I didn't have to double check any of my bills. I didn't have to question any of my bills. I didn't have to think, did this one get paid? Can I pay this one next week? Do I have to wait? How much is left? Did this one clear? Or better yet, I didn't even realize that we got paid because the system works regardless of whether or not you do anything about it. That's when I realized I was on the path for financial freedom and financial independence. I encourage you to do the same this week. I'll put this photo that I showed you because I'm pretty sure my video showed it backwards and that's not going to be any helpful for you. So I'll put this photo in the comments to this particular video so you can check it out and kind of see that example. If you have any questions on how I do mine, I don't mind to sit down with you and show you the structuring of my own actual account and kind of how things flow. But just let me know and I'll catch you next week. Have a good one, everybody.